तो शुरू करते हैं। सपोज ये है सर्कल हमारा, इस सर्कल के पास कोई सेंटर है जिसको आप चाहे तो नाम दे सकते हैं, कॉल इट O, and the radius of this circle is denoted by small r, as we have shown in this, that parameter is 2 pi r. तो इसका रेडियस हमने स्मॉल r से डिनोट किया है। Now we want to find the area of this circle, लेकिन इसका एरिया फाइंड आउट करने के लिए हम एक बहुत ही सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट का यूज़ करने वाले हैं, दैट इज़ एरिया ऑफ अ रेक्टेंगल। Yes, you heard it right, area of a rectangle. Suppose a rectangle has length L and breadth B, then you call the area of the rectangle to be length into breadth. तो मैंने क्या किया, इस सर्कल के 4 इक्वल पार्ट्स किए हैं। डोंट लुक एट एज अ सर्कल। सपोज दिस ब्लू सर्कल इज़ अ केक। आज आपका बर्थडे है और अगर आपकी नीयत अच्छी है, आपको इस केक को 4 फ्रेंड्स में डिवाइड करना है, तो आप इसके 4 इक्वल पीसेस करके डिवाइड करेंगे। दैट्स व्हाट आई ट्राइड टू शो यू थ्रू दिस। नाउ आई वांट टू पिक अप दीज 4 पीसेस। यस, I've cut this cake, I'll pick up। क्या किया है मैंने, इस सर्कल को 8 इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया है ताकि थोड़ा सा रेक्टेंगल को रिजेंबल किया जा सके। So let's try and put them into order like we did before. Now I've picked up these 4 pieces and arranged them in this manner. So I wanted to make a rectangle, if you remember, but this doesn't seem quite like rectangle. So have we failed in our procedure? Well, actually no. What we can do now is to make maybe 16 equal parts and maybe 32 equal parts, and maybe we can go on increasing the number of parts. Why do we want to do this? Because we want to make this slanted line like a straight line. We want to make this curve like a straight line so that it represents a full rectangle. So now I've put up arranged these 8 pieces like this. Now this seems more like a rectangle but not fully like a rectangle. So this means कि हमें number of equal parts और ज़्यादा करनी पड़ेंगी, maybe 16, maybe 32, and we can repeat this process until we get a pure rectangle. Because the more smaller these pieces are going to be, this is going to resemble more like a rectangle. This is going to look something like this, or maybe much smaller, something like this, or maybe something like this, and something like this if it's smaller, and a bit more smaller, like this, like this, like this, and it will continue to. So it will move towards becoming a straight line. This slant line will become like a straight line, and this curve will look like a straight line. That's what we want to do. So we'll have to repeat this process until we get a perfect rectangle. But the problem is, for any finite number of these partitions, we are not going to get a perfect rectangle. So these number of partitions will have to be infinite to get a perfect rectangle that looks, something like this. These partitions are so close that, it perfectly looks like a rectangle. So this is what we'll have to do. But there's one more thing जो मैं आपको बताना चाहती हूँ. I want to calculate this particular portion. I want to calculate this this parameter over here. What is this parameter? So it contains this part, this part, this part, and this part. So this is nothing but half of the parameter. So if the total parameter is 2 pi r, this total parameter of these curves is going to be pi r. So this whole is pi r, and this whole right here is also pi r. And this is true for no matter how many partitions you'll do, how infinite number of partitions you'll do. So this is pi r, but this will always be r as we knew, right? So when we are calculating for infinite number of partitions, this is going to be r, right? And this one right here, this is pi r. So that's it, right? And for repeating this process and, you know, making infinite number of pieces for the circle, we are going to get a rectangle like this, and we know the area for this rectangle is nothing but pi r times r, which is length times breadth, and which is pi r square. So this rectangle represents nothing but our original circle. So the area of the circle is nothing but pi r square, and we proved it. So if you like the video, you can give it a thumbs up, and if you have any doubts regarding the video, please comment in the comment section. And thank you so much for giving your time on this video. आज हम इस सर्कल का एरिया निकालना चाहते हैं, प्रोवाइडेड हमें किसी भी सर्कल का पेरीमीटर पता हो। हम जानते हैं कि एरिया ऑफ द सर्कल का फॉर्मूला होता है पाई आर स्क्वायर, where pi is the irrational number that we all know equals 3.147 dot dot dot, something like that. And r is the radius of circle, and we square that. But the question is, why do we do that? Why so?